Hey there friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we're going to be learning how to draw Lego Jason Voorhees. So first we're going to get started with the eyes. So on the left hand side we're going to draw in a nice big circle for that left eye. And then we're going to leave a nice big gap in the middle, lining that up at the same height and drawing that at the same size on the right. Now that we've done that, we're going to come in and just color them in black. Now let's come up. We're going to draw in a square right on the top. So right on the top here, we're going to draw in a straight line across. We're going to draw in two straight lines that come up on the left and right hand side. And then we're going to close that off with another straight line directly on the top. In the middle now, let's come in and draw in a circle. Now let's come across from our eyes. We're going to draw in rectangles on the left and right hand sides. So we're going to draw in a straight line that comes down on the inside. And then we're going to step across, leaving a gap and replicating that, just drawing those lines at the same size. Now let's close these off. So we're going to draw in a straight line directly on the top. And then we're going to do the same as we move in on the bottom. Now let's close off the shape of the helmet. So starting from the top, we're going to arch this line out, flattening that out as we come down on the side, bringing that in. And then we're going to do the same on the right. So bringing this over, flattening that out as we come down on the right hand side. Let's close this off on the bottom. So we're going to continue this line underneath on the left hand side, bringing this over through, flattening that out in towards the middle. And then we're going to replicate that on the right hand side, bringing this down and in, blending that together on the bottom. Now let's add in the patterns inside the mask. So from the center, we're going to bring this diagonal line out on both sides. And then from the top here, we're just going to bring this line directly across towards the right. We're going to come down. In the middle here, we're going to draw in a straight line that comes across. We're going to draw in an arch line on the top. I'm just going to color that in black. Now let's draw in the patterns on the top. So we're going to bring this diagonal line out underneath our eye on both sides. Then from that point on the top, we're going to bring this diagonal line out again on the bottom. And then we're going to close this off by bringing this line out. Now let's add in the circles in the mask. So we'll start on the top. On the top left here, we're going to draw in a circle. We're going to do the same on the right. We're going to step over, drawing in another circle beside those. And then coming up, we're going to draw in two more circles directly above. And we're just going to color these in black. Let's add in more circles. We're going to come down on a diagonal from this circle, and we're going to draw in another one. We'll do the same on the left. And then we're going to move directly up, drawing in another circle. And then again, just coloring that in black. Let's move down. We're going to draw in another circle on the right hand side. We'll do the same on the left. And then we're going to come down underneath again, drawing in another circle. And then again, just coloring those in black. Now let's come underneath. We're going to come over and we're going to draw in a small circle on both sides. We're going to come up on the top and we're going to draw in 4 circles across. We're just going to leave an even amount of space. And then now as we come down, we're going to replicate that. So stepping underneath, we're going to draw in another circle. on the outside. And then as we come down in towards the middle, let's replicate that again. And then now we're just going to color these in black. Now let's come down and draw on the body, but first we're just going to draw on the blade of the knife. So we're going to leave a gap. We're going to come down just to the side of the head, just stepping in slightly. And we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes up and out towards the top right-hand side. We're going to draw the bottom of the blade. So from that point, we're going to curve this down on a diagonal, bringing this over and through towards the left. We're going to end that at the same height. Now from here, we're going to curve this down, blending that in. Let's draw on the blood splatter on the top of the blade now. So we're going to come out, around, up, and over. We're going to continue that down. So we're going to curve this down, up, and through. And then again, just continuing this down, up, over, and through towards the top of our blade. Now let's close off the behind portion. So we're going to draw in a straight line that comes up and down on the back. We're going to curve this top line out slightly, same on the bottom, ending that at the same height. And then we're going to close that off with a curved line from top to bottom. Let's draw in the handle now. So we're going to draw in a diagonal line that comes out on the left. We'll do the same on the bottom, but we're just going to extend this further out. Let's close off the hand. So on the top here, we're going to curve this line down, curving that in towards the bottom. On the top, we're going to arch this line over, bringing that around and through. And then for the hand underneath, we're going to curve this around and back in towards the top. Now from here, we're going to close this off. So we're going to curve this out. And then we're going to bring this line back in towards the top. And now from here, we're just going to draw in some curved lines as we come down and through towards the top. Now that we've drawn in the knife, we're going to come down now and draw in the body. So we're going to draw in a straight line directly across, connecting that towards the chin, bringing that over on the right. Let's bring this diagonal line down on the right-hand side. We're going to do the same on the left, bringing this over and through towards the side of the sword. We're going to extend this underneath from the bottom of the sword on the right. And then we're going to flatten this out by bringing this over and in towards the middle. Let's add in the details now. So on the left-hand side, we're going to draw this diagonal line coming out and then straight down towards the bottom. On the right-hand side, we're just going to bring this line up. On the side, we're going to bring this diagonal line out. On the left, we'll bring this out, flattening that out, bringing that in. And then again, making that smaller, bringing this out and through on a diagonal again. Now on the top for the collar, we're going to bring this in and then down right in the center for the shirt. We're going to flatten this out, bringing a straight line across. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to bring this diagonal line up. We're going to continue to bring the line for the shirt down. We'll do the same on the right. So following this line underneath, bringing this down for the jacket, doing the same on the left. Now in the center, we're going to draw in a small circle on the top for the button. And then we're going to step down, doing the same on the bottom. Now let's come up and draw in the pocket. So we're going to draw in a square. In the middle, let's draw in a straight line that comes up. And then from the center point there, we're going to draw in two diagonal lines coming across. We're going to do the same on the right. So we're going to bring this line straight over. From that point, bringing this up. And then right in the center, we're going to draw in a straight line coming up. Now on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line over just for a small detailed line there. And now let's draw on the left arm. So we're going to bring this line out towards the side. We're going to bring this down on a diagonal. And then from that corner there for the elbow, we're going to flatten that out, bringing that down towards the bottom. Now let's curve this line over and in towards the knife. Let's draw on a small curved line. Now for the arm, we're going to bring this line straight up. And then closing off the side, we're going to curve this in, coloring that portion in black. Let's draw on our right arm. So we're going to step underneath here, bringing this line out and then down. From the corner here, we're going to curve this over and in towards the body. We're going to draw on a small detailed line on the right arm as well. Now let's come down, and for the hand, we're going to curve this line around and in, just leaving a small gap. And then for the arm, we're just going to draw in 2 diagonal lines coming up. Let's close off the inside of the jacket sleeve. So we're going to curve 2 lines that come in, and then we're just going to color those in black. Now from here on the inside, we're going to curve this line up on a diagonal on both sides. And then we're going to draw in a nice big curved line from left to right, stepping underneath, replicating that, curving that over and across. Now let's come down. We're going to draw in a straight line that comes down on the right. We're going to do the same on the left, just making that slightly smaller. We're going to flatten this out. So we're going to bring this line straight across towards the right-hand side. Let's draw on the legs. So on the left-hand side here, we're going to draw in a straight line that comes down. We're going to do the same on the right. In the center, let's draw in a straight line that comes over. Now on the bottom, let's bring this line over and across for the foot. We're going to bring this line up towards the top. And then we're going to flatten that out by bringing this line over and in. Let's draw in another line coming straight across on both sides. Let's close off the rest of the leg by bringing this line straight up towards the side of the body. And then we're going to step up from this line in the center, drawing in a line that comes directly across on both sides. And that is it. That's how you draw Lego Jason Voorhees. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.